Once there was a wise teacher who lived in a small village. People from all over came to him seeking advice, as he was known for his calm demeanor and deep wisdom. However, not everyone admired him. There was one man in the village who envied the teacher and constantly tried to insult and humiliate him in public. One day, while the teacher was sitting under a large tree, teaching his students, the envious man arrived. He began shouting insults at the teacher, calling him a fraud, a fool, and a hypocrite. The students were furious and wanted to stop the man, but the teacher raised his hand to calm them. The teacher sat quietly, listening to the man's words without any reaction. When the man finally grew tired and stopped shouting, the teacher smiled and spoke. "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man, confused by the question, replied, "It still belongs to the one who offered it." The teacher nodded and said, "Exactly. In the same way, if you offer me your anger and insults, but I do not accept them, they remain with you. They do not belong to me." Hearing this, the man was taken aback. He had expected to provoke the teacher, to make him angry, but instead, his own anger seemed to have no effect. The students smiled, understanding the wisdom of their teacher. The man, embarrassed and defeated, left the place. But the teacher continued, addressing his students. In life, there will always be people who try to insult you, criticize you, or bring you down. Their words are like gifts. If you accept them, their negativity becomes your burden. But if you refuse to accept them, they remain theirs to carry. A young student then asked, "But teacher, what if the insults hurt us? What if we can't ignore them?" The teacher smiled gently and said, "When someone throws dirt at you, you have two choices. You can catch it and carry it with you, or you can let it fall and walk away clean. The choice is always yours." Remember, people's words only have power over you if you give them that power. The students nodded, but one of them asked, "Teacher, have you ever felt hurt by someone's words?" The teacher paused for a moment, then replied, "I have. There was a time when I, too, used to feel hurt by insults. But then I realized that the pain did not come from their words. It came from my own need for their approval. Once I let go of that need, their words became meaningless." The students were silent, reflecting on the teacher's words. The teacher continued, "Insults are like arrows. They can only pierce you if you let them. But if you wear the armor of self-respect and understanding, no arrow can harm you. Instead, those arrows can become reminders of how strong you are." One of the students then asked, "Teacher, how can we remember this lesson when we feel angry or hurt?" The teacher picked up a small pebble from the ground and handed it to the student. "Carry this pebble with you," he said. "Whenever someone's words upset you, hold the pebble in your hand and remind yourself that you have the power to let their words go, just like you can let this pebble fall. It is your choice to hold on or to release." The student held the pebble tightly, then let it drop, smiling as he understood the lesson. The teacher concluded, "Pride does not come from fighting insults with more insults. It comes from rising above them, from knowing who you are and not letting others define your worth. When you do this, even the harshest words can become a source of your strength and wisdom." From that day on, the students began to carry small pebbles with them, not as a burden, but as a reminder of the power they had over their own emotions. And the wise teacher continued to teach, unaffected by the envy or anger of others, showing by example how to turn insults into pride